Hey, Oda, Tsunakoto, hello and welcome back to the Asylum Minecraft server. I just found some little slimy slimes down here in my cave system beneath my house. I don't think I've shown this on camera before, but this right here was where I actually got all of the obsidian for the prank that I pulled on Dub. And you can see I basically just had some water here and I just, got the obsidian. It looks like there's still some ores here that I need to get, like all this coal and stuff. It's probably what I need to really focus on. But anyway, if we come back up here, this is sort of the mining system that I've got going on over here. And I've just spent the last couple of days, well definitely most of today and quite a bit of yesterday, working on this thing here. There's actually still a bit of scaffolding up. What the heck is this thing? This is a big room. And what Y level is this? F3. It's Y level 15, so it's pretty deep underground. I've made a big cabin. What is it for? It's for trees. Yes, so I don't really have a tree farm on this server, and I really do want to get a big one set up because I've got sort of the trees that I'm sort of growing as my tree farmer. Way up at the top there, just outside of the sort of the cube house that we're building. I want to get a real one set up, and the only real place to have a bunch of space like that is here under, I guess mostly under the sea. There we go. This is actually only one segment of the tree farm. I've got cobblestone here marking where I want to put the actual tree, or put the sapling, the dirt that the sapling goes on. And there's 8 of them like this, and then there's another row there, so that's a total of 16 trees for this segment, I guess. And yeah, so I'm gonna need basically 5 more of these. That's gonna take a while to do. I just wanted to get this first one done, and then kind of get started with the recording, just so that I could show you what's going on. So what we're going to be doing today is heading topside. We're going to be hunting around, see if we can't find some of the more harder to reach trees this episode, so that's going to be cool. I'm just storing away all the stuff here, so that's pretty much the loot that I've gotten from this area here, which is pretty good. A couple of emeralds. No redstone or coal though. Well, no, there's a bit of coal. Okay, well that joke was a little bit worn. Inspired by Etho and his uncanniness to not pick up diamonds. Alright. Oh, here we go. Alright, so I think we're just going to quickly head up to the cube house. Slime. Yeah, there's a slime chunk back there. They do that. Yeah, I'm going to head to the cube house and we'll be right back. So just before we head out on the adventure, I just want to show you the progress that I've made with the storage room here as well. I've replaced all of the stone here in the floor with just sandstone. This isn't a chiseled sandstone or anything. This is just this type of sandstone, just because you only need to see the top. Pretty cool. I think that it complements the wood quite well, and that's why I put it in. Gingerbeard came over just before and was just like, ugh, sandstone. Yeah, because he hates sandstone. I've got this chest over here designated to rare items now, so, the chain items, name tags, horse armor, mossy cobble. That's all going to go in this chest here, and that's pretty cool. And don't worry about that stuff. Nothing's really changed over here yet. This is probably going to be saved for an episode because that's going to involve some pretty cool redstone, I think. Just my inventory offload chests. This over here now is a redstone chest. I've got redstone contraptions in here. I haven't quite moved the redstone here just yet. Not really sure if I want to do that. I think it's going to happen though. Just for now, the redstone and the redstone blocks are just sitting in here. I have moved the diamonds and the emeralds and now my super duper tools into the ender chest now as well, which is cool. And that's pretty much all that's really changed. As I said, not a whole lot on the not a whole lot to show, but it is daytime now, so probably not going to get as harassed as if we were traveling in the night. So this is really what I want to avoid, having these leaves like this. I should say as well that I know that you can place the saplings right next to each other. I've never really found those farms to just look that nice. And by having the tree trunks 4 blocks apart, we can see that maximizes the amount of leaves that can spawn. So Really, I guess what you're going for is sapling efficiency on my tree farm rather than wood efficiency. I don't know. I think having the tree separated like that just looks nicer, essentially. I'm kind of using Etho's tree farm in his single-player world as inspiration, but I'm going to throw my own spin on it as well. We'll get to see that in future episodes. Now, the reason I'm traveling back here is because, as far as I know, there should be a jungle biome back here. I think I caught a fleeting glimpse of a jungle biome once upon a time back here, and I just want to confirm my suspicions and see if there actually is a jungle biome back here. Because if there is, that's really great, and we don't have to worry about finding any jungle tree saplings because we know where they are. Ah, well, at least it's... maybe it was spruce that I saw. Or maybe it was this. Maybe it was a jungle. We'll take a look back just a little bit further, just in case. But yes, big news. I don't think I've made an Asylum video since this happened. 900 subscribers. Welcome all the new people. Yes, so... and without further ado, back to the episode. Yeah, we need to get just a couple. I mean, just to get started, really. I've only got room for one segment of trees down there, and I'm probably... what I'm going to do to start off is probably have the oak wood in one line, and the birch in another line. And then, as we expand, we'll worry about separating them out into 2 rows for each type. But okay, so yeah, we need to let this despawn a little bit. There we go. So that's 3 saplings. Well, I thought it was only 2. Oh, I've still got F3 and H on. Dang it. So, oh, I guess I'll show that as well. F3 and H, if you don't know, if you hold down F3 and then press H, and you mouse over your tools, you can see the durability. I was using my diamond pickaxe, and I was getting it right down to 1 before I repaired it. I had to do 1 repair of the diamond pick there while I was building that, or digging out that big cave, and that's why I had that on. Cool little trick if you just want to keep that on as well. Another one would be F3 and A. If you press that, that reloads the chunks. And just as I thought, here is a jungle biome. I don't think anyone's settled or tampered with this jungle biome too much, which is actually really cool for us. All of this here, I should say, is 1.6 terrain generation. I don't live anywhere near 1.7 terrain generation, and a couple of the guys, once they heard that 1.7 terrain generation was happening, they sort of said they really wanted to move. And I think a couple of people have said as well that they actually want to restart the server. I'm not too sure what I think about that, because I've kind of got the house set up where over 10 episodes in now. I believe this is episode 12. I don't keep tabs on the episode numbers because I'm liable to just forget anyway. But yeah, going to restarting in a 1.7 terrain world, well, the big advantage of that, of course, is that you have immediate access to all the new biomes, and it's a lot easier to track down a mesa biome, for example. And that's cool and all, but you know, we're sort of leaving a lot of infrastructure that we already have behind. You know, we've killed the Ender Dragon already. Several withers have died on the server now. It just doesn't seem very efficient on our time, at least, to do that. So my opinion is that we shouldn't do a server restart, essentially. Just because we're going to lose all the progress that we have. Otherwise, what I would do if we did restart was basically say, this is the Asylum Season 2. The first season was only 12 episodes or whatever, so, you know, it's not very efficient on people's time as well, who might be going, sort of watching the videos back months later, only to find out that the last, you know, 4 or 5 hours of marathon watching of old Bird's videos was a total waste of time. Well, anyway, did I get any saplings from that? There used to be a rumor around that jungle saplings were exceptionally rare, and I don't actually know if that's true or not, but it does feel like it's true. I could probably find out if I looked it up properly to sort of see confirmed myths or, what's the word? Not non-confirmed, false myths that they drop less saplings. Well, if the trees are going to be this stubborn, we're going to have to come back once we get a couple of saplings here. Okay, I've been chopping down a tree, one of these giant trees, and I've finally seen one sapling. Just the one. If they really are rarer than normal saplings, oh, here we go. But if they are rarer, then, you know, one is really not enough, is it? But anyway, we've got 3 now, so that's good. There's probably going to be a lot more raining down in the coming moments here, but it's turning dark. Oh, and my axe is breaking. This is the worst night in Minecraft history. Well, not if you watch my Minecraft Birdtross series. Okay, I've been here waiting for the rest of the leaves to despawn, and I've got up to 6 jungle saplings now, which is actually really good. It takes 4 to make one of those big trees, so that's a net gain of 2. Awesome stuff. I've basically been trapped in this jungle during the night here. The hostile mobs can't spawn on these transparent blocks, like leaves for example, so an untamed jungle like this is actually one of the safest places to be at night outside, which is really cool. So that means that I'm not dead, and that means that all those guys are spawning over there and leaving me alone. And just sitting here and just admiring the jungle has made me realize that it's very devoid of bird song. You know, there's no birds. Well, there's these chickens, but, you know, they don't really count for birds because, well, let's face it, they're chickens. Come on, Dinnerbone, make some birds in this place. Make it come alive. It's already got the growing vines, but once they're finished growing, the place looks horrible. Yes, I want some birds in this place. That's a big tree. Alright, the day is finally coming to an end, so we can carry on with our adventure here. Now, the only other trees we're missing now, so we've got the 2 saplings already. The only ones we need are acacia and then, yeah, and the darkwood, the 2 new ones that were introduced with 1.7. As I said, there isn't any 1.7 terrain anywhere near my place. So the only real place that we're going to get some is spawn, and I believe Nick Soleil in one of his recent Asylum videos has made a tree farm, at least for darkwood. I don't know if he's got acacia there, so that's where we're going to be heading next. Alright, we're coming up on the farm that Nick Soleil has set up for the new woods, and there they are, and there's some acacia as well. I didn't bring an axe. There's a workbench right here, so that's a plus. Oh, I don't have any cobblestone on me for a change. Maybe I could snag 3 from in here. Nobody will miss that, right? I hope not. Okay, let's get. Oh, there's an ocelot. Let's get this axe going on, just so that we can chop down a couple of these trees. Now, I guess I need to replant as well because this is a community plot, right? That would be my guess. Well, I only need just a couple of saplings, at least one of these acacia saplings to get me going. And then from there we can make our own farm. Yeah, this is actually quite a weird tree layout. I didn't realize at the time, but during my Minecraft with Birdtross series, I actually found acacia and darkwood very close to my house, which is really cool. Especially as it might, you know, you can understand it could be pretty difficult for some other people to come across the new woods just because they can't find the biome. But I was able to come across it without too much difficulty. I didn't even think about it at the time. But I'm quite glad that I was able to find the acacia and darkwood biomes, the woods, without too much hassle. Okay. Oh, cool. Well, we've got 2 right off the bat there, so we'll go ahead and replant 1. Let that grow up. Let's see if we can get another sapling here. There we go. These acacia trees, I love them. They're very cooperative. Oh, there goes another one. Wow. I love acacia trees. So many saplings. Alright, that's the acacia sorted out. Let's go ahead and get our hands on some of this darkwood. It doesn't look like somebody replanted. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a lot more substance to these trees. I think you need 4 of these to actually make the tree like this. I said in my single player that you need just the 1, but I think, yeah, it's a total of 4 you need to, you know, make the tree look like this. And they produce a lot of wood. That's why people really like them. They're sort of becoming the hot favourite to use as to just your general farming wood, and I can see why. I mean, there's a lot of wood here. It's relatively short as well. You know, all really good traits for a tree to have. Well, I guess we need a... Oh, there goes one already, yeah. Well, I'm going to need to get at least 5 from this tree because I do want to replant it. I want to be a tidy Kiwi, as they call it, here in New Zealand. You know, people that, you know, look, clean up after themselves, throw their stuff in the bin. I was raised with manners. Anyway, let's get the rest of this tree chop down off camera, I think, because there's a lot of tree to go and a lot of saplings to collect. So I'll be right back. And again, almost without effort, we have 6 dark oak saplings. I love these trees. Now, I don't know if I need to bone meal them to produce that effect, or if they're just going to grow like that fine by themselves. I guess it'll be a bit of an experiment. We'll see if that grows into a big tree, or if just one of them kind of grows up like that. Alright, so we've got our trees planted because we're nice, tidy people, and now we've got the acacia sapling and some dark oak wood. That's actually it for the woods, which is really cool. So now basically all I need to do is buff out a lot more of that cave. But I'm gonna probably what I need to do is get a wither to get the beacon going on for haste 2, because haste 2 and efficiency 5 basically means instant mining stone. And that's going to be pretty useful considering the majority of things I'll be mining are going to be stone. Just before we head off though, I just want to show off a totally new build here on the server. Gingerbeard, one of the new members, has produced the Dirt, Gravel and Cobble Emporium. So pretty straightforward. You just come in here, you take you put your donations in the chest. Obviously no one's bought any yet because it only came out a couple of years ago. Couple of years? Bird. A couple of hours at the most. You got your ender chest here for easy access to your funds. And yeah, basically, cobble everywhere. Yeah. Wait, what? Sandstone slab, okay. Well, anyway, yeah, I think there's a lot more dirt because he's really dealing with dirt. Come on, where's the dirt? Where is it? There it is! Yeah, he's working on a big project and he just basically just needs to get rid of the dirt. So it's really good of him to set up a shop like this. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode on the Asylum Minecraft server. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, it would be awesome if you could hit that like button. But other than that, my name is Birdtross. Thank you very much for watching, and kia kaha. The really cool thing about having these stairs here and just having this little tomb block thing into the ground is that we've got these little murder holes, they call them. The monsters are basically stick out there, and we can stay in here in relative safety and mutilate them. I don't think I'm going to be in the situation where I'm stuck down here. But it's kind of nice to have this sort of, I guess, kind of role play and have that as a feature for this place, which is really cool.